hacer un directo de GREEDFALL. A ver de qué trata. Estaba en el PS Plus, el PlayStation Plus, así que vamos a probar. A ver si es verdad que es tan lento como dicen, o está bastante bien. A ver si nos gusta. Vale, este sería el brillo. Perfecto. Opciones de juego. Controles de juego. Furia. Bueno, sí, eso es lo que voy a cambiar. El volumen. Ahora, perfecto. O la música. Bueno, lo dejo así. Vale, si veo que luego está demasiado fuerte, lo cambio. Dificultad normal, no se puede cambiar. También de subtítulos. Vamos a poner de momento medianos. Vale, porque no sé cómo van a ser. Si vemos que son muy pequeñitos, pues ya los ampliaremos los subtítulos, ¿vale? Pues vamos allá. Ah, mira que está. En esta los compañeros son más fuertes y los enemigos más débiles. Tú vas a terminar el juego. Difícil, los enemigos son más numerosos, agresivos e infligen más daño. A ver, yo lo voy a poner en difícil, ¿vale? Porque normal a lo mejor me aburro, ¿vale? Lo pongo en difícil. Policía cansino. Mueve la cintura. ¡Hala! Se me ha borrado el título y todo. No me lo puedo creer. A ver. Es que va muy mal. No me deja ni meterme, tío. Qué asco, de verdad. Es que es una mierda. Es que el Twitch es una mierda. Siempre hay fallos, tío. Qué asco. Ah, mira, está bien. Los subtítulos así están muy bien.
The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There. Now, hold the pose.
Anda. Que me puedo crear el personaje. Me lo pongo una buena mujercita. Una mujercita. Una mujercita. Nah, me gusta un buen macho. Lo siento mucho. Pues nada, el Twitch no me va, chavales. Así que hasta dentro de un rato, a ver si empieza a funcionar. No voy a poder hablar ni nada. Porque es como que ha desaparecido. Porque grabar estoy grabando, ¿verdad? A ver. Sí, ajustes de transmisión. Sí, estoy grabando, estoy grabando. Estoy grabando, pero no me va. ¿Qué pasa que no va, tío? El puto Twitch de los putos cojones. Ah, de verdad, falla más que en YouTube. Falla más que el YouTube, tío. A ver, pues ajustes. Ah, no, deja. Rostros. A ver, ¿qué rostros puedo poner? No, que no me deja entrar ni salir ni nada. Joder, ¿el canal qué? Puede que el canal me pone que estoy desconectado. ¿Qué cojones? Pero pone que estoy grabando, ¿no? Me pone que no existe el canal. No me lo puedo creer. ¿Vamos a borrar el canal? ¿Así porque sí? Pues aquí me sale que me va a borrar el canal. Pone que es un error de la red. Luego me pone que el canal no existe. O sea, yo no lo entiendo, tío. Me pone que estoy desconectado. Qué asco de wifi, de verdad. O es el wifi o es el Twitch, yo no tengo ni idea. Es igual, va. Vamos a cambiarnos el rostro. A ver qué tal. La verdad que son todos feísimos. No sé qué ponerme de rostro, la verdad. A ver, cabello. Calvo. Repeinado. Este está guapo, ¿eh? Me mola este. Este está... Mira, pues me voy a poner... Este. Pelo facial. Nada, sin pelo. Cejas. A ver, esto es un tema delicado, ¿eh? Lo de las cejas. Este va. Color de piel. Así, morenito. Color de pelo. Así parece... El Devil May Cry, chaval. Me voy a ver así, va. Me mola. Hostia, pues si pongo este pelo... Hostia, se parece al Lante, chaval. Tiene un parecido. Color de ojos. Voy a poner... azules, va. Vale, esto es importante. Clases iniciales. No me va el Twitch. Pues nada. A tomar por culo el Twitch. Hoy no va. Es que yo flipo porque pone que estoy desconectado. Pues no creo que me vaya, ¿eh? A ver, este perfil está orientado a hacer uso de hechizos ofensivos desde la distancia. Técnica. Armas de fuego. Armas de fuego, armas blancas de una mano. Trampa elemental. Ciencia, fuerzas cerraduras, agilidad, precisión. Y luego está guerrera. Está orientada al cuerpo a cuerpo. Vale. Siguiente atributo. Elige un atributo en el que Invertir tu primer punto según tu estilo de juego preferido. Esto aumenta el poder de todos los ataques cuerpo a cuerpo. ¿Esto qué hace? Ah, este también aumenta el daño cuerpo a cuerpo. Y aumenta la generación de fuerza. Ay, de furia. Y esto es poder mental. Bah. Voluntad. 2 de mana. Aumenta los armas de fuego y constitución. Hombre, a ver. Yo prefiero que me dé bastante más salud. Así aguanto más golpes, ¿sabes? Sí, ya empiezo ya con bastante vida y equilibrio. Vale, siguiente. Carisma. Vale, vigor. Artesanía. Institución y... Ah, intuición. Los lugares correctos son más fáciles de ver. Forzar cerraduras. También hay forzar cerraduras sencillas. Y ciencia de nivel 1. Ahora, a ver. Esto de los precios está bastante bien. Lo de la artesanía también está muy bien. Y lo de la cerradura... Claro, es que... Me lo ponen jodido porque... Mejorar las armas y las armaduras básicas está muy bien. Pero es que abrir cerraduras también. Nada. Vamos a... Vale, a ver. Si lo he hecho bien. La creación. Vale, los ojos no me gustan, tío. ¿No puedo enfocarlo? Más cerca, más... Vale, mira estos. ¿Quieres crear este personaje? ¡Pum! Pues ya
Just
está.
a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've
No me
searched
va,
the
tío.
palace from
Pues
cellars to
nada,
attics.
no os
Your uncle is
podré
beside himself.
mandar
He was
mensajes
of a mind
en
to
todo el
make a
directo
town
porque es que
last
no me va,
night.
no me va el
Don't worry, I
Twitch,
shall track
es
him
como
down.
que
Make care
desaparece
to
el
your own
mapa, algo muy raro.
preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's
Vale,
about
sí,
time
vamos a
your cousin
disfrutar del
took
juego.
account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Lo haré desde el Google, a ver si desde el Google puedo mirar algo, tío, porque es que no lo entiendo. Esto es una puta mierda. A ver. Sí, sí, me parece genial que esté viendo mi directo, pero es que me estoy metiendo en el Google y tampoco sale mi canal ni nada. Joder, macho, parece que está hablando en chino. El puto móvil no es. Voy a reiniciarlo, a ver. Pero ya te digo yo que el móvil no es. Hostia puta, tío. Nunca me había pasado esto, te lo juro. A ver, debemos la parte superior central de la pantalla indica los lugares importantes así como los objetivos de misión activos. Misión principal, misiones secundarias. A ver. ¿Cómo se corre aquí, tío? Uy. Hola, hola, hola. Ojo, ojo. ¿Cómo se esconde la espada? Escóndela, escóndela, loco. Escóndela, escóndela. Escóndela, tío. Vale. La he escondido, ¿no? ¿No se puede correr? Ah, sí, a la X. Bueno, el típico juego que corres con la X.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as you'll go.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Ha! Kurt! I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see.
Sigue sin salirme el canal.
Fight with honor!
No me va el canal, no sé qué pasa. Ataca 3 veces, ¿sabes? Vale, bien. ¿Ahora qué hago? ¿Con el triángulo también? Ah, defiéndete. ¿Cómo me defiendo? Esquivar y bloquear. ¡Hola! Utilizar furia. Esquivar, cambiar de arma. Tengo un martillo. Curarte. L1. A ver. Ah, no, en poción me tengo que ir. Vale, vale. Para asignar una poción a un atajo utiliza Vale. Joder, ¿cómo se hace, tío? Lo del L1. A asignar, ¿no? Vale, ya está. Ah, ya me curo, ¿no? Bueno, me he echado 2 sin querer. Vale, ya está. Mira qué
You
fácil.
defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
I would be up for that. A little last-minute training couldn't hurt.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
Armas de fuego. Vale, está aquí. ¿Qué hago? Así tal cual. Creo que la voy a asignar, ¿eh? Ahí. Ahí, a la derecha. Vale, bien. como es, utilizan arma pesada o algunas trampas. Cambio de arma. ¿Por qué? Ah, con esta no les voy a hacer nada. Joder. Nada, vete. Joder. Hola. Nada, la palma. Toma. A tiracos, cabrones. No va al Twitch. Pero es, ya te lo he dicho yo que no iba. Es una mierda de Twitch. Ahora me pone que sí, mira. Ahora me pone que estoy en directo. Y ahora me pone que estoy desconectado. Sí, pues a mí no me va. No sé. Un ataque de furia. Para de petarme, que me pone muy nervioso. Para de petarme, que me pone muy nervioso. Joder, macho. Hostia puta. Si te dice algo y no paras. No puedo utilizar la furia. Vale, es esto la... Qué mierda de furia, ¿no?
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always
Pues a ver,
train in
sigue
our
sin
barracks on
irme,
the
ya
island
está.
if you're feeling rusty.
Es igual.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes,
Qué
you
asco.
know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I
No sé
hope.
cuál es el puto problema. Sesión. Seguidores. Espera, que estoy mirando una cosa por aquí. Si es que no me va ni aquí, tío. Gestor de la transmisión. Espera un momento, está cargando. En estos momentos está muy tranquilo. No lo entiendo. Por nada. No me sale nada, tío. Qué putísimo asco. Ah, mira, GREEDFALL. Seguirme al canal. Etiquetas personalizadas. Idioma de transmisión. No sale nada. Bueno, pues nada. Vaya, no hemos podido autorizar información la transmisión. A ver si puedo meter... Voy a meter modo ordenador. Versión... Ah, no, si está en versión ordenador. Es que, tío, esto está hecho para un ordenador, tío. Es que desde un móvil y de una Play es una mierda. Ah, mira, ahora me sale el chat por aquí. Ahora me pone que no hay chat. Joder, macho. Ah, mira, me sale que... ¿Qué? Pero ¿y este juego si valía 40? ¿Qué haces jugando? ¿Cómo flipo? ¿Cómo lo has hecho? ¿Me explicas? Mira foto. Pero yo quiero hacerlo desde el móvil, no desde el Google, porque desde el Google no se puede jugar. Ahí, desde el Google no se puede hablar, tío, es una mierda. Nada, no me deja, no hay manera. Es que no hay manera de entrar, es increíble. Pues nada, lo siento, no os hablaré. Mostrar lo feliz que estás de que venga contigo, quiero porque quejarte porque te ha estado siguiendo un guardaespaldas.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsilian are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Qué asco. Bueno, a ver, vamos con este. Es igual, no voy a rayar.
What is this?
Joder,
Have you
dentro
not
de
been
3
told
horas
to
irá.
knock? I've asked 1,000 times.
Bueno, le noto que estoy desconectado y estoy
My
grabando.
dear child.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Dios.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you.
Eso que es, papi.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Bueno, a ver si va el puto Twitch ya de una puta vez. Que llevo ya como media hora y no va, tío. Qué puto asco. Hola, mira. Me he puesto una gorrilla. Puedes moverte más rápido si corres. Vale, bien. Eso ya lo sabía. Vale, vale, vale. Me está saliendo algo. No hay contenido disponible. ¿Qué cojones? 29 minutos. Un espectador. Está empezando a salir cosas, ¿eh? Pero sigue saliendo que estoy desconectado. Nada, aún no me funciona bien. A ver si en 10 minutos va mejor. Un 10-15 minutos. Pero vaya rollo, tío.
Kurt?
Mucho Twitch, mucha mierda.
Sorry,
Se me va como el
Greenblood.
culo.
Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Joder, tío. Ah, qué asco de Twitch, tío. Mira, voy a hablar por aquí a ver si... ¿0 seguidores? Ahora me pone que tengo 0 seguidores. Mira, de verdad, yo estoy un poco hasta la polla. El Twitch este es una putísima mierda. Bueno, a ver, Kurt, compañero en el equipo. Atributos, constitución, fuerza, habilidades, cuerpo. ¿Qué inventario tienes? Tienes municiones. ¿Qué más tienes? Un espadón oxidado. Un jugón de soldado azul. Joder, esto es el rol puro, ¿eh? Ah, esto es lo que tengo yo. Vale, vale. Mi sable, 140 de daño y un martillo con pinchos, 84. Luego tengo una pistola reglamentaria. ¿Y mi armadura no la puedo ver o qué? ¿Por qué no puedo tocar mi armadura, tío? Solo puedo tocar las armas. Ayuda. Lista avanzada. Estoy mirando un poquito cómo va. Joder, es muy rolero esto, ¿eh? Demasiado para mi gusto, tío.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And I valued your friendship. But I thought you were referring to another kind of company. And to be honest, you and Constantine aren't exactly my type. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Bueno, a ver. ¿Qué hacemos, compi? Tengo que avisar al embajador. Vale, pues vamos por aquí. Me sigue, ¿no? Vale, bien. Nada, no hablaré por Twitch, ya está. Paso, que no va. Llevo ya una hora y no va. Mantén pulsado para el mapa de región. Embajador, ahí es el embajador. Embajada de la Alianza del Puente. Luego está esto y ya está. Bueno, hay un montón de símbolos.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tiefredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Vale, creo que ya me funciona, ¿eh?
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the Union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Bueno, ¿qué más tengo que preguntarte?
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tirfredi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals, some savage, but you shall discover.
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been dragging. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert, but that's the way of the war.
Have you been fighting back?
From what I've been, direct conflicts.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
¿Qué hago ahora, tío? Ah, vale, salida, ¿no? ¿Y por qué cojones pone que tengo que entrar? Ah, puedo ir por aquí. Ah, tengo que hablar con los dos embajadores, ¿no? Y decirles que me voy.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it. And perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of
Herejes.
dangerous
Ojo,
heretics
empezamos.
has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle
Empezamos
tolerates
con
the
las
presence of
religiones.
all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. Could you tell me anything about Thélème?
It would be a pleasure. We fought at the...
I've heard say...
Ah, the Lord... They... But they're...
No me que se puede omitir las cosas.
What's your point?
A dar por culo.
How is Thélème?
And...
No me interesa.
How goes the... And on
to... Which...
Y no me interesa.
I must be going. Farewell.
May the...
Preséntate ante el capitán vasco. vasco,
is there.
supongo, ¿no? O vasco, no sé. ¿Vasco o vasco? ¿Eso qué es? ¿Y este tío qué le pasa? Señor de Courchillon.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tier-Free? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Bueno, ahora se me ve el directo, pero no puedo hablar.
I promised the
Qué guay,
merchants and
tío.
their prince would be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be
Vale,
embarking on
ahora
your
creo que...
boat.
It's a ship. Not a boat.
Apologies.
Me pone que estoy conectando.
Apologies for
Bueno,
my
a ver si
asking,
suerte.
but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Vale, ahora creo que... A ver, hablar.
Have you seen anyone
Hablar.
wandering
A ver
about?
si...
Suspicious
lo puedo leer
looking.
ahora.
Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try... That said,
A smuggler.
in the port... May I ask you?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Teleme has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to
no?
search our warehouses.
¿Por qué no
We,
deja?
of course, refused entry. Only the North.
¿Porque no va bien o por qué?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Pues a mí me va bien ahora. ¿Puedo escribir? Ahora sí, igual irá bien.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping...
Did you say he was intending on... My men spoke of a rather...
That isn't the safest place.
Let's go and find him.
Happy to be of some help.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean?
Does the boy know?
Other than... I don't think...
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Vale, a ver, vamos a esa puerta. Has descubierto almacenes antiguos. Anda, mira, mesa de trabajo. Ay. Mejorar vista avanzada. ¡Hala, mira! Hostia, pues está guapo, ¿eh? Y ya está, solo puedo el pomo y la guarda, ya está, nada más. Vaya mierda, ¿no? Y de la pistola solo la culata. Reciclar. Uy, ¿sabes? Aquí pone reciclar para tirar la pistola. Bueno, el atuendo de viaje no puedo usarlo. Hostia, todo esto. Bueno, es igual ya. Supongo que tendría que mejorar las habilidades. Eso no sé lo que es. No lo pone, tío. Anda, mira, que hay cositas para recoger, ¿no? Monedas de oro. Anda, ¿dónde estoy? Esto es la cocina, ¿no? Uy, ¿qué he hecho? He roto algo, sin querer. ¡Hala! He abierto una cosa sin saber cómo y yo consigo algo, mira. Usar llave. ¿Qué llave si yo no tengo? Ah, sí, llave. Almacenes antiguos. Cojones. He hecho que me pongan en el inventario. Es esto, ¿no? Bueno, ahora he encontrado algo. Aquí. Tacos metálicos. Ah, para reparar muebles de madera. Hostia puta. Pues vamos lo que he encontrado. Madre mía, ¿eh? Y por aquí que hay, a ver. Uy. Nada de aquí, no se puede coger nada, ¿no? La mierda, tío. Anda, mira que hay... ¡Oh! ¿Qué es? Llave del almacén de la taberna. Ahora, mira. Botas viejas flexibles. Munición y monedas. Lo que no me gusta es que hay mucha... Tiene mucha sensibilidad al girar el cursor. O sea, al girar la vista... Muy mala sensibilidad. Bueno, pone que hemos cogido unas llaves del no sé qué, del almacén. Pero bueno, creo que todo esto está mirado ya. A ver, aquí. ¿Eso qué es? Monedas de oro. No sé, a lo mejor está por aquí el almacén, ¿eh? No tengo ni idea. Estoy mirando así, a ver qué podemos ir cogiendo. Vale, más monedas. Hablar con trabajadores. Ah, vale. O sea, es un NPC de esto, chusta. Vale, ojo que aquí puede haber algo. Nada, tampoco hay nada, joder, macho. Cogí un montón de llaves y mierdas y no puedo abrir ni la mitad de cosas. Bueno, no puedo ni abrir, que no hay nada. A ver, habla con Geoffroy. A ver.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Yo no sé qué te pasa. Tire de tire. A ver si ahora...
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
A ver,
There
habla.
was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course
Ah, sí,
he
ya
was
va,
there.
menos
He's
mal.
the man that started the
Qué
fight.
asco, tío.
I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Ah, bueno. Pagar 25 monedas. Y tengo solo 26.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his son his allowance, it would seem.
I need to be off.
Puta
Farewell.
rata.
Goodbye.
¿Cómo arreglo los muebles? Ah, están aquí los muebles, ¿no?
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Clavijas de
I could
metal.
repair this if I had some metal dowels.
¿Y cómo se crean las clavijas de metal, tío? Aquí en la mesa de trabajo. A ver, tacos metálicos. Anda. Espera que me voy a equipar. Ah, me falta fuerza. Pero sí, tío, si mejoré la fuerza. Hostia, qué asco. Vale, aquí hay algo, ¿eh? Monedas de oro. ¿Cuántas monedas de oro? Vaya mierda. ¿Tú sabes
Greenblood, do you need
hacer
something?
cosas feas?
I must
no.
leave you.
No me deja hacer nada. Oh, puta. No, hay clavijas de metal por aquí, tío. Mira, que hay más cosas.
Welcome. It's
Uy.
such a pleasure to see you.
Esto es un mercader.
Have you seen anything to your liking?
Anda. La brisa antiguo. Me gusta. Anillos de sacerdote, espada de la ordalia. El mandoble mellado. Joder, sí que tiene cosas. Mosquete corto, hostia, me gusta. Vale, aquí están las armaduras. Sombrero viejo de explorador. Tricornio de fieltro usado. Una boina, ole. Me gusta este juego porque tiene muchas... Me gusta personalizar, ¿sabes? Tacos metálicos. Me hace gracia porque ya tengo dos.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
No sé cuántos metales necesito. Ay, mierda, espérate, que ahí había una cajita. Esencia de bestia, o sea, mi sudor, ¿no? Acabo de coger. Mineral de hierro. Un bruto estoy buscando, a ver, aquí. Es que no sé cuántos hierros necesito. Nada, espino... Nada, no. Tendré que pagarle dinero al pavo ese, que rabia, tío. Creo que necesito un punto de artesanía, por eso a lo mejor no se lo puedo arreglar. ¿Y no hay más misiones aparte de esta? Que me gustaría... Ah, vale, con el cursor R2. Ahí el L3. Vale, ahora sí que puedo cambiarlo todo. Me pone que la calidad es mejor. Tiene menos armadura, pero tiene resistencia a elemental. Me lo voy a equipar. Vale, ya más o menos sé cómo funciona. Porque antes no tenía ni puta idea de cómo se cambiaba. Moneda de oro, trampas de éxtasis. Vale. Fa, es que 25 monedas de oro. Cómo se flipa, qué asco. Pensé que había algo ahí. Joder. No se puede hacer una misión secundaria. Diario, la gran salida. Ah, sí, mira. Negocia con el comerciante. Encuentra al charlatán. Encuentra contra... Interroga a los conocidos sobre los herejes. Ah, vale, vale. O sea, para reparar necesito 4 tacones. Y solo tengo 2. Hay tacos metálicos y solo tengo 2. Vale, vale. Vamos a investigar la desaparición. Estos son misiones secundarias. Seguro que hay un montón. Ah, mira aquí, a ver. Resina, joder.
Sir, You still haven't found...
Have no fear.
I'm still without...
Could you tell?
We are others how they...
Ay,
Could you?
They were very... I've
es
also...
que esto
but
ya
I
lo he
wouldn't-
hablado con él.
What do you think?
Thanks.
Si es que esto ya lo sé, tío.
Be back soon, Captain.
Entonces, ¿cómo cojones? Vale, ya me estoy equivocando. Han desaparecido unos grumetes, pero no tengo ni una pista. Tenemos que ir... A ver, caza herética. Interroga al contrabandista sobre los herejes, a ver. Anda. Hostia, entonces, ¿qué me tengo que agachar? Bueno, mientras no me vean, creo que no va a pasar nada. Pausa el sigilo. Hola, que me está viendo uno. Sal, sal, sal. Hostia, no sabía que había esta función de sigilo. Qué guay. Vale, ahora al principio no me ve. ¿No lo puedo matar? Anda. Bueno, a mi compañero no creo que lo vea. Porque como es un juego, al fin y al cabo, solo se fijan en que si me ven a mí o no. Vale, no sé si subir, ¿eh? Vale, el tío se va, perfecto. Anda, mira, ahí hay un cofre. No sé si cogerlo, ¿eh? A lo mejor me ve. Vale, he cogido cosas. Mierda, me ha visto, me ha visto. Mierda.
And death to the others!
No me tenía que haber visto. Guau. Joder. No, porque la acción no viene mal.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Approach your
Oh.
armor. Be careful!
Me ha roto la armadura. Joder, que son dos. Es chungo, Buah. Sin balas. Venga, toma por culo. ¿Qué hay? Vale, oro. Botas de marinero, monedas de oro. Claro, ahora la putada. La putada, como los he matado. Seguramente era la... Bueno, este grupo, o no sé cómo se llama. Esta clase de gente, no me llevaré mal, supuestamente. ¿Y esto? Ah, vale. Espera, espera, que quiero subir. Que esto tiene que estar lleno de cosas. Esto es una salida también. Esto no hay salida. Vale, tendré que subir para arriba, se supone. Buah, pero me han dejado la mierda. Creo que me han roto algo, ¿no? ¿Qué me han roto? Decía el tío algo de que le han roto la armadura o me la han roto a mí. Ah, mira. Sí, tricornio usado. Anda. Joder, chaval, sí que hay cositas aquí, ¿eh? Bueno, es una mierda, seguro. En comparación con lo que iré viendo. Esto es mierda. Ah, yo lo que quiero son 2 putas patas, tío. ¿Dónde están las patas? Vale, ojo. Llave de celdas de... ¿De qué? ¿Hay celdas aquí? ¿Desde cuándo? Bueno, pues ya está. Vamos a bajar. Me pone que hay celdas, tío. Hombre, si es una llave de celda, las celdas tienen que estar... Ah, es que yo aquí no he visto ninguna celda en ningún lado. Vale, es igual, voy a ver al contrabandista este de los cojones. Anda. Eso me pueden matar, los de la izquierda. Hostia, ese también. Sí, ¿cómo hago para coger al contrabandista, tío? Porque por aquí no puedo saltar, ¿no? Pues tendría que matar a alguien. Anda, mira. La podía escalar, no lo sabía. Resina, borraja y mierdas. Ahí está el tío. No me ha visto. Anda, mira. La llave de las jaulas.
Are you the
Vale,
smuggler?
vale.
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no naught. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They're trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your 2 Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison.
Anda,
They
mira.
must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Naughts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right?
¿A qué no te libero, capullo? ¿Cómo te libero de aquí? Ah, vale, mira. Usar llaves.
Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Venga, ya estáis todos libres, cabrones.
Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Mierda. ¿No los puedo matar? Ah, sí, ataque furtivo, mira. Pero me ven. Claro. Guau. Hola. Bueno, ojo, que esa pistola también es, Hago muy poco daño, tío. Toma. Hostia. Joder, sí que tiene vida. Chavales, voy perdiendo reputación en los náuticos. Esto, náutica, no sé cómo se llama. Anda, mira, este tiene un florete. Vale, ojo que aquí hay más. ¡Hala! No, me he equivocado. Qué idiota, tío. What? ¿Le he palmado? Qué cabrón. Demasiado estaba aguantando. Yo no sé qué te pasa. Nada me pasa. Vale, vamos a hacerlo bien. Vale, muerto. Luego me lo equiparé todo, a ver. Cuando acabe la misión. Vale, aquí hay solo un tío, hay dos. Vale, mierda. Así mola más, en sigilo. Si no, madre mía. Joder, los náuticos estos... Hay una de cosas aquí, madre mía. ¿Puedo entrar por aquí? No, no. Vale, pues creo que ya está. Solo habían dos en este almacén. Se ve súper mal. Ahora tenemos un problema. Y es... que... están aquí esta gente y no puedo entrar. Y creo que no hay más salida. No puedo matar en sigilo.
Halt!
Vale, mierda.
The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
Intuición. Joder.
Can't you make an exception?
No, sorry, sir. Move along, please. Now.
Very well, I'm going.
Yo no sé qué te
Orders
pasa.
haven't changed, you know. No one pass it.
No.
Can't you make an exception?
No.
Very.
Y si los mato...
Orders haven't changed, you know.
No puedo matarlos, joder.
Very well, I'm going.
No, pero...
Orders haven't changed.
Very well.
No puedo ir al otro lado, tío. Sin que me vean estos cabrones. No puedo dar una vuelta. Sí, hija, tú los juegos... Es que a ti no te gusta ningún juego. Ese es el problema, que no te gusta ninguno. Vale, bien, ahí ahora... Es todo usar... Hay que usar en este juego un poco la cabeza. Por lo que estoy viendo. Vale, es por aquí, ¿eh? Ya está, ya estoy dentro. Vale, mierda. Ah, no está en la familia.
Damnation.
Está
We've
rara.
been found. I told you that the smuggler was not worthy of our trust.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Teleme so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias? The one who returned to Teleme after traveling with his master?
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, Saint Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced Saint Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Vale, a ver.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Joder.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the Illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Vale, a ver. Vale, me parece que ya está todo. Vale, no puedo salir. Porque como están esos allí fuera... Joder, ¿y si los arresto? ¿Qué paso de matar yo a estos dos, tío? Se nota que no han hecho nada, pobrecillos. Solo por estudiar historia ya los que se los quieren cargar. Qué asco de gente. Joder, pues está lejos, ¿eh? El teste de la puta alianza. Anda. Sabía. ¡Holo! 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 No sabía que me podían atacar aquí en cualquier momento. He flipado. Bueno, a ver. Molar, molar, molar. A ver, estoy empezando. A ver, por jugabilidad le doy un 6 porque no estoy acostumbrado a esta jugabilidad y es un poquito... No sé, mucho... Es como una especie de Witcher. Pero un poquito más lento. De jugabilidad. Luego, a ver, gráficos, un 6. O sea, no hace daño a los ojos, pero tampoco para tanto. Yo le pongo un 6. De jugabilidad otro 6. Y bueno, y de historia y de lo demás tengo que jugar un poquito más. Ojo. ¿Patrona? ¡Hola! Tira con la boca. Venga, otro. Muerto. Sí, está gratis. Pues menos mal que no me lo compraste. Tampoco le gusta. Ah. Sí, está gratis, PS Plus. Está el Tomb Raider y uno de miedo raro. Pero los de Tomb Raider a mí no... Nunca me han gustado. No soy de esa clase de juegos. El Detroit, pero es que el Detroit era... No jugaba yo. O sea, no... Era todo X, cuadrado, triángulo, mover el mando. O sea, no... Era como... Más que un juego, era como... Estaba representando una historia. Más que un juego. Yo es que Detroit no lo considero un videojuego, la verdad. O sea, no... Era todo historia. Era todo historia, manejar botones. Según lo que hicieras, cambiaba la historia. No sé, parecía una película. Yo que sé, es algo raro. Yo es que considero un juego pues en el cual estoy jugando. Hago yo mis movimientos, mis cosas. Yo qué sé, el Detroit era todo muy... Podías elegir la historia y tal, pero que era muy... Yo qué sé, a mí no me... A mí me gustó mucho. O sea, de la historia... Es el mejor juego que he jugado. De historia, pero claro. No es un juego. No lo vi como esto. Claro, esto se nota que es un juego porque puedo matar, puedo luchar, puedo hacer lo que yo quiera.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a
Tenía que
recent
haber grabado al
discovery
final, pero como tú
concerning
no
the
quisiste,
Paeus, the
te quedaste con
founder
las
of the
ganitas.
mythical Ptolemy. And it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
I would volunteer and consent to take them under my protection. But one good deed deserves another.
You would like me to first take care of your charlatan?
You will certainly prove to be an excellent legate.
Vale, pues...
I need to be going.
Goodbye.
Tenemos un problema. Aquí. Hasta que no busque el charlatán, no voy a poder hablar de lo demás. Todo va paso a paso. Esto es mercader. Vale. Sí, mira, te voy a comprar. Ay, tampoco tengo mucho dinero, solo tengo 79. Mira, véndeme 2 taquitos. Y ya está. Ah, vale, vamos a mirar un momento. Aquí está. Uy. Sable, martillo con pinchos usado. Anillo de magia divina. Vale. Estoque viejo. Buah. No tengo nivel para nada, qué asco. Botas viejas flexibles. Anda, mira. Bota de soldado, bota de marinero. Botas cómodas. Va, me quedo con estas, tío. Esto supongo que lo venderé. No sé cuánto me darán. A ver, manos. Vale, esto es otra cosa, ¿eh? Resistencia elemental y demás que probabilidad de reciclaje. Jugón usado de la guardia. Este no tiene nada de... mucha armadura. Y equilibrio también bastante. Y esta tiene resistencia elemental. Collar de estilo pequeño. Aquí, mira. Barbuta vieja. Hostia, qué guapo. Y tricor. Vale, ya estoy listo. Venga. Qué guapo. Venga, te voy a vender lo que me sobra de ropa.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your like?
A ver, te voy a vender esto porque tengo esto igual. Aturdir, 120, 120, 4 y 25, lo mismo. Te voy a vender esto. Esto también te lo voy a vender. Ya no hay más. Ah, vale, sí, aquí. Te voy a vender esto, te vendo de viaje. Jugo bordado viejo. Está guapo, Resistente elemental y resistencia mágica. Nada, voy a vender este. Esto me lo guardo. Los guantes de marinero los voy a vender los dos. Esto también. Y botas viejas flexibles. Creo que las voy a vender todas. Ya está, voy a dejar dos. Ya está. Ya tengo basta. Encuentra al charlatán, creo que es ese,
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything.
Sí,
Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if it...
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Qué falso.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health,
You won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I swear you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Qué cabrón.
Hello, sir.
Ah, tenemos que dar la vuelta completa, ¿no? Mira, aquí está. Hola, hay un montón de cosas aquí.
To my help, and death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Come on. Por culo. Nos estaban esperando, los cabrones. Florete viejo, Roma. Rom. Ay, es que me he equivocado. Estoy acostumbrado a uno a los botoncitos estos. Vale, esto es lo mismo que tengo. Tendré que tirarlo. ¿Pero aquí qué hay? ¿Qué te pasa, tío? Que estás como... Son las burbujitas rojas. Vale, ¿ahora qué hago? Tengo que volver otra vez, ¿no?
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, You don't have the right!
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Qué cabronazo, tío. ¿Dónde estás, charlatán? Está arriba. Está arriba, creo. Ahí estás, mira.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin? Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
Pues no sé, ¿qué hago?
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Puto charlatán. Tucu. Tengo que negociar con la taberna enfurecida. Uy, ¿esto? ¿Por qué no lo puedo coger? Anda, si estaban aquí los tacos metálicos, qué idiota. Pues igual así tengo dos de repuesto. Joder, me he equivocado. Bye. Voy a arreglar esto.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work.
You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs.
A las 12 cortar el
Dangerous
directo,
fellows.
porque me estoy
They've a
sobando.
storehouse they operate out
Tengo
of a few
sueño ya,
streets
tío.
from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not a tender sauce.
Thank you for the information.
Get off with you. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow who could down his pint. Anything else?
Has the Malachor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Oh, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
Bueno, pues ya está.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Tengo que salir de la taberna. Buah, la están potando.
Please listen, I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you're angry.
Me? It's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're an accomplice.
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped. He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
Citizens, in my capacity as legate of the congregation, I order you to disperse.
Disperse? It's that thief you should be arresting. You hear me, everyone? The powerful are behind this charlatan. They want us to leave.
We'll have nothing of it. Arm yourselves!
To my help! And death to the others!
Joder.
To my help! And death to the others!
Un montón,
Move
chaval.
away! Things are about to get dicey! Green blood!
All these blue bloods, they aren't worth tuppence.
Come on, I'll teach you how to dance.
Let's see if you know how to use your weapon.
To my help! And death to the others!
Joder.
To my help! And death to the others!
Anda.
To my help! And death to the others!
All these blue bloods, they aren't worth tuppence.
Move away!
Let's see if you know how to use your
dicey.
weapon. These blue bloods, they aren't worth tuppence.
To my help! And death to the others!
Joder.
They broke your armor! Be careful! Careful, Greenblood! You're wounded!
La voy a palmar. Uf. No, la he palmado. Es que es muy chungo, tío, con tanta gente. No sé qué te pasa.
To my help, and death to the others! Move away, things are about to get dicey!
Anda.
Come on, I'll teach you how to dance! Green blood! I can't hold on much longer!
All these blue bloods, they aren't worth tuppence.
Come here, my beauty!
All these blue bloods, they aren't worth tuppence.
Come here, my beauties!
All these blue bloods, they aren't worth tuppence.
Come here, my beauties!
All these blue bloods, they aren't worth tuppence.
Come here, my beauties!
All these blue bloods, they aren't worth tuppence.
Hombre, si esquivo me da furia, tío.
To my help!
Venga, que ya quedan pocos.
They broke your armor! Be careful! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Green blood! I can't hold on much longer!
Tranqui, voy. Hostia, se la ha cargado. No puede ser. ¿Ahora qué? ¿Me quedo sin amigos? Ah, no, se va regenerando. Vale. O sea que moría del todo, ¿sabes? No me he pegado.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Buah, este tío... Una armadura, chaval. ¡Hola!
Be careful! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Anda, ya me va a matar. Pausa táctica. Acciones. Luz. Se ve la luz que hace.
The alchemist is now
Toma.
far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
Joder, me ha costado bastante, ¿eh? ¿Dónde está el puto charlatán este, tío? Tengo que cargarme media ciudad. Tenía que haber arrestado, hubiera sido más
Did you
fácil.
find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
I've gotten rid of the mob.
Bravo. You don't go about things in a roundabout manner.
You are free. Climb into your carriage and leave Serene immediately. Let me deal with Dr. Sahin.
I owe you my life, sir. I will be eternally in your debt.
I remind you to never step foot here again.
I have no desire to return anyway. Farewell.
Vale, voy a estar. ¿Qué ha pasado? ¿Qué he hecho? He hecho algo raro. Florete viejo romo. Esclavina vieja de cuero. ¿Cómo subía de nivel? Que no me acuerdo. Aquí en talentos, ¿no? Armas de fuego. No, esto no es. Aquí atributos. O talentos. No te... Ah, vale. Solo tengo puntos de habilidad de mierda, ¿no? Armas de fuego sufre más daño. Tienes que colocar trampas, salir de magia divina. Estasis. Nada, veo de lo del anillo, tío. Ah, son 2 puntos mínimo. Vaya mierda, tío. Nada, me espero hasta llegar al segundo, a nivel 3. Sí, porque un anillo me va a hacer bastante falta.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style?
Bueno, va. Buah, me muero de sueño, tío. Quiero cortar ya. Hagamos esta misión y...
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Enfrentarte a él por su mentira o encubrir la vida del alquimista.
He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
Now that your affair is taken care of, are you planning on helping the historians I spoke to you about?
We are willing. Where are they to be found at this time?
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
Vale, voy a estar.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
We owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
It was nothing. I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting to your new country.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that we possess.
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
A ver, tengo que hablar. Ahora ya está, ya me deja, ¿no? Sí, 2 puntos, mira. $135. Puedo usarla, ¿no? Me gusta más esta. Y es mucho mejor. El florete. Ay, mierda, me he equivocado. Uy, el anillo. ¿No puedo usar anillos ahora? Simula que sí, ¿no? A ver, la misión está. Diario, aquí, misiones secundarias.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
it pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them. It is truly regrettable. We have nothing else to do but pray that the Luminous might shield us from their lies.
Bueno, me voy
I
ya.
must be going.
May the light...
Que este tío me da una rabia. A ver qué más queda de misiones. Esto, ¿no? No, porque aquí me pondrá a hablar con ese. Tengo que ir aquí. Vamos a negociar, a ver, y ya cortaremos el directo.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lord. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Vale, pues ya está.
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merchandise.
Vale, vamos a informar al cuartelete este. Hostia, vamos a ver. Vámonos. Vamos al cuartelete. Vamos a avisar de que lo hemos hecho bien. Sí, lo dejamos aquí.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 3D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Qué cabrón. Ahora que tiene este payo para comprar.
Have you seen anything to your
234. Joder, no puedo usarlo porque me faltan los requisitos del rifle, los requisitos de esto. Qué asco. Aquí se podían hacer anillos, ¿no? Cosas, a ver. Ah, mira. Anillo de magia divina, poder mental +2. Es que hasta que no me ponga lo de la artesanía no voy a poder hacer nada. ¿Qué hora aquí? Después de encontrar al Constantino. Y la otra misión es... que lo tengo a 75 metros, ¿no? A ver.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin?
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our schedule.
I'm still without news of my cabin boy.
I have a favor to ask before we...
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise.
Impossible. All merchandise must be registered at the port or so. Unless you're asking...
I wouldn't go that far.
Well then, they'll have to wait.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some...
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians wants to place guards where our cargo is being held. All that is not in the warehouse, and no... Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next...
Sorry, Kurt. At least...
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office. Be back soon, Captain.
Pone que me tengo que alterar el registro del barco.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Ah, vale, aquí... Esto lo han palmado ya, tío. Los he matado yo antes. Vale, ahí está el manifiesto de mierda.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Pues ya está. Desastre de los muertos del almacén. ¿Que están ya muertos?
If you wore a Naught uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Ah, es lo que deshacer de los guardias.
Hello? What can I...
We're the relay.
Finally! We were... The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Ya acabo, ¿eh? Que me gusta acabar las misiones, tío. ¿Eso qué es? A ver, ¿qué dice que tengo que hacer? Una bebida... Aquí, ¿no? Hola. Me falta poción de sueño. Y ciencia. Empezamos bien. Bueno, esta misión no la podemos hacer hasta que mejore. Joder, vaya mierda, tío. ¿Todos son problemas en este juego o qué? Aquí mira, poción de sueño. Necesito ciencia de nivel 1. Joder. Claro, ciencia de nivel 1, ¿qué podría ser? es esta? Ah, es esta. Oh, no, no me deja. Siguiente punto, nivel 5. Cuando sea nivel 5 ya podré utilizarlo. Pues nada, habrá que levelear por ahí. Nada, chavales. Ha sido un directo... Bueno, 2 horas y media, no está mal. Así que nada, los que acaban de llegar o han estado aquí, si me podéis seguir, pues me iría muy bien. Así puedo grabar con más ganas, la verdad. Así cada vez somos más. Y nada más que contaros, chavales. Mañana seguiremos grabando si se puede. Pues nada, buenas noches y hasta mañana. Adiós.